is the worst type of television? Reality television. Reality TV is the most non-genuine, non-creative, overrated and overexposed media medium out there. It is basically this large industry that creates stars and personalities who are famous for, well, not very much. Well, okay, I guess I could give some of the music artists who come from reality TV shows some slack. But let's get real here, not every reality talent show consists of Adam Lambert, who I am a big fan of. The vast majority of these contestants who come from shows like X Factor and American Idol tend to not have very successful careers, if I'm being quite honest. If I'm being very, very honest, they have very, very short careers. But it's not only that, shows like X Factor and American Idol have become less about the performance of their contestants and more about the drama surrounding the contestants. So it has pretty much become Big Brother the musical. And speaking of Big Brother, it is just amazing to me that that show is still on the air. Even to this day, occasionally I'm asked whenever Big Brother happens to be airing, hey, have you seen the new season of Big Brother? And I'm like, really? Is that still on? I hadn't even noticed. Probably because I'm avoiding it like the plague. And of course, one of the later seasons of Celebrity Big Brother happens to have such outstanding individuals such as Perez Hilton and Katie Hopkins. I mean, one has to wonder, how do they keep on increasing the standard every year? I mean, talk about being a tool for the media. And then of course we've got the fabulous collection of reality television shows brought to us by MTV. Not sure exactly what the M stands for these days, perhaps it stands for mundane. But anyway, so MTV has been rolling out reality television shows since the 90s, and back in the 90s they had a show called The Real World, which was kind of like the Big Brother of the 90s. And then they started rolling out other shows like My Super Sweet 16th, Teen Mom, and then of course Ozzy Osbourne and his family had their own reality TV show which lasted a couple of seasons, simply called The Osbournes. Now the Osbournes I did actually like. I did thoroughly enjoy it. I found it to be hilarious. The Osbournes was one of those rare gems of reality TV. It had more truth and more honesty to it and more reality to it in comparison to a lot of other reality TV shows. And then of course MTV tried to replicate the same type of thing by giving other celebrities a similar style of show. They gave a similar show to Jessica Simpson and Nick Lachey, and it didn't work at all. It was kind of boring, if I'm being honest. And I actually like Nick Lachey, I like his music, but Newlyweds was awful. Then they tried to give a similar show to Jessica Simpson's sister. I forget her name, that's how memorable this show was. A lot of these celebrity family reality shows were very dull and very boring. Were basically wannabe Osbournes, but not really living up to the standards that the Osbournes brought. From that point on, reality TV shows just got worse and worse and worse. We started to get things like The Jersey Shore, Keeping Up with the Kardashians, The Only Way is Essex, and so on and so on and so on. And every single one of these shows are terrible. They're just not good. There's no merit to be said about them, in my personal opinion. I doubt very much that anything that goes on in any of these shows is very authentic at all. It's actually even been mentioned, admitted on air by one of the cast members of The Only Way is Essex, that certain things are set up. If certain things are set up, there quite honestly couldn't be very much reality to that reality television show, which is very ironic when you come to think of it. In fact, you don't really need to think about it very much at all. There's no reality to any of the reality TV that's on the television right now. Though, in case you haven't noticed, I'm not a big fan of reality TV. I think it is terrible. I think it's lazy. I think it lacks creativity. And I think there are far much more admirable forms of entertainment that we should be taking notice of. And instead, people are still sucked into Life with the Kardashians and Big Brother still for some reason. I don't know why, because it's just terrible. So that's all I have to say for today on this episode of the Rant Café. Please leave me your thoughts down below in the comments area, and click the link for video responses if you feel a need to leave me a video response. So take care and goodbye.